Welcome to Tuska 2018. Now, as you know, there's a wonderful lineup here. We have great bands, foreign and domestic, that is Finnish. And one of the most interesting bands is Hallatar, relatively new band made of, famous names and faces. But without further ado, let's introduce our guests. Welcome to Tuska and welcome to Rauta and Imperium. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you so much. My name is Gas Lipstick and I'm the drummer of Hallatar.
And here on the other side we have...
My name is Tomi Joutsen and I'm the lead singer of Hallatar.
And one thing, sorry to interrupt. Hallatar means actually the Ice Queen in English.
So check your mythological facts before any place else.
Yes.
But this band is quite different than your previous bands. You are known for him and you're known from Amorphis especially, but this is kind of a sad story, tragic supergroup in a way. Do you want to enlighten what's going on and why this band was formed in the first place?
Well, the only reason why this band exists is because Juha Raivi, our guitar player, he lost his better half, was it 1.5 years ago? Alea, and she went upstairs, and Juha said that 2 weeks after she passed, he picked up the guitar and started to write songs and put the recording device on, and realized after a week that he has actually written the whole album. He did that in 1 week. He doesn't remember anything of that week. He was in trance, he doesn't remember anything, but he had an album full of material ready. So after that he called me up and asked that, hey, I have 10 songs, do you want to help me record it? I said, yeah, sure. I didn't even have to hear a single note because I've always been a big fan of For Swallow the Sun, and Juha is one of my favorite songwriters since many, many years, and I knew it was going to be great, so I said right away, yeah, of course, and I guess same happened with Tomi.
So you were brought in kind of quickly as well, and you had no, as far as I can tell, previous collaborations with Juha, am I right?
That's not right.
Okay, please correct me.
Yeah, we recorded one song for the Swallow the Sun like 10 years ago. We did like a cover song from a Finnish guy called Timo Rauta and Trio Niskalaukaus. We did one song from him, and that was the first time we did some kind of work together. Of course, we have toured a couple of times with Swallow the Sun, so I knew Juha beforehand quite well, and as guys already told that he's a great composer and really productive guy, so I was really into when he asked me, and I was really honored also. So here we are.
Since the tragic background of the whole album and the band turned out to be really good, I mean, you're really heavy and doomy stuff here. It's kind of ironic that one person had to die in order to create such a great album and a band. How do you feel about this, like, emotional level?
Yeah, when we started to record the album, I felt like privileged in a way, of course. And on the other hand, we didn't have lots of stuff ready when we started to do, so we have to compose lots of stuff and do some arrangements in the studio. So it was a big challenge, but at the same time, it was really creative moment. There was something beautiful moments happened during the studio sessions, and I felt kind of magical during those 2 days we recorded the album. And it's a great honor to do something like this kind of beautiful art that really has a meaning behind it. And I didn't know how it turned out to be, but when I'm listening to the album, I'm really proud that we made the album. It's really touchy kind of, and I think we didn't have any plans to play any shows, but there was so great feedback after we released the album, so Juha wanted to do some shows also, and I think this is our like 6th or 7th show with this band, and I don't know what happens today. You never know.
How different is working with Hallatar compared to, say, Amorphis?
Well, I see this more like a project. I don't know if we do any records after this record, but it's been fantastic because all the guys in the band are great, and really respect each other, and we have a great chemistry in a band. So it's really easy in a way to work with these guys, and it's really fun to tour and to some shows, and I think it's been a great therapy also for Juha for hanging with us and doing this album.
All right, thank you. How well you knew his wife and himself prior to this project?
Sad to say, but I never met Alea. I was supposed to meet a couple of times, but then something happened. They couldn't make it, or I couldn't make it. I never met her. I know Juha since, I don't know, 2000 or something. We met, I think, first time in old legendary Lost and Found restaurant after their show. They came down, and Juha and the singer Mikko came and talked to me and said that, hey, they like him, and it's nice. And then we started to talk, and ever since that, we always met with Juha here in Tuska. And we started to talk, 9 years ago. We figured out that we love Candlemass. We are both big Doom fans, and then that was the first time we started to talk about Doom, and then maybe form a band sometime in the future together.
The playing style is quite a bit different if you consider it like this, between him and all the stuff, and you don't kind of have the luxury of the grooviness, considering the heaviness and gloominess of this music. How does it feel to you play so different and sad music?
I love it. It's one of the reasons why I quit him was I wanted to go back to my roots and play metal. And I love playing slow songs. It's it's really hard thing to do, but I love to do it. It's great. I mean, the songs are so amazing. So I'm just listening to the songs same time when I play. It's amazing, and it's just.
What do you feel about the lyrics?
They're all Alea's poems and her lyrics. So it's all Alea, and the whole package is amazing. I love it. I mean, even if I would have been a fan, I would buy it and I would like it.
All right. So since you have to actually vocalize all these her ideas and lyrics, how do it feel to you?
Well, I think she was really brave in a way, and of course I've had talked a lot with Juha, and actually I met Alea a couple of times back in the days, and she was a really beautiful person as he did great lyrics, and I also love her voice. It was really beautiful, something really unique. And but the lyrics, I think you can hear that he was trying to find something, and she wasn't afraid to go to the dark side. And I think she was a really spiritual person and open-minded in a way. So the lyrics are great, and I really love all the things she did for this world.
Your work for Amorphis is quite different, but of course the man behind the microphone is the same. Does the work of practice, for the band differ much?
Not that much. I think I really love bands like My Dying Bride or this kind of really sad, like old Anathema and stuff like this. So it wasn't that big challenge in a way. I really like fragile kind of singers. I'm not into that technical shit that much, so for me music is more like emotions and magical things. And as I already told, that the session in studio, it was really fast and really hard, but I think we found something, because when we started I didn't know what's going to happen, what kind of style should I use, or should I use blackish style or death metal style or clean vocals. We were all really open-minded, and things just happened.
Was there ever even possibility, like a remote possibility, to say no to this, because this is one of the most beautiful homage, to respect the dead?
Well, I think there is not that many albums like this. In a way, it's really unique, and the whole package is really beautiful. And of course, this is not the easiest album to listen. And for example, today it's going to be really hard for the people who are coming here to have some beer and have fun to check out our show, because it's pure doom, like really slow funeral doom. An hour set. It's not like best music to drink beer and have fun.
It's not exactly the sunshine type of festival music.
No. So I think you really have to concentrate and give a chance for the music, and maybe you find something beautiful or sadness or something. But I'm pretty sure that if you check out the whole show, it's not gonna be like just a regular show.
All right. Since we are running a little bit out of time soon, I want to ask you a little bit both about your current endeavors with other bands. You also started doing another kind of music after him. Can you tell the audience a little bit about it?
Yeah, I have a couple of bands actually. First of all, I have this old band since 20 years called Bend Over. It's with old Corporal Punishment singer Ali, bass player singer, and that we just started to play again. Then I joined a band from Gothenburg called We Sell the Dead that has some interesting guys. It's Mr. Niklas Engelin from In Flames on guitar and
Quite a super crew, in fact.
yes, and then Apollo, the singer of Spiritual Beggars. So that's some would say kind of super group from Sweden with a Finnish guy. Anyway, we released an album and our plans now is to, well, we are writing songs for the next album already. So that
Will that be also a comic book kind of a look or art?
not 100% sure, but I think that not this time around. We're just gonna do an album, but it remains to be seen. Let's see.
All right.
Then I have another band which I joined half a year ago called Flat Earth with another guy from him, the guitar player Linde, and Amorphis, who used to play for Amorphis, Niklas from Amorphis, the bass player. So we formed a band and we have recorded the album now and it's finished, and we're gonna now shop it around and see if any record label's gonna snap it.
So you are basically keeping really, really busy.
Yes, I have tons of projects going on, but that's it. I've been always like this. I always had millions of bands alongside with my main band. So.
All right, thank you. What about you, Tomi? You are also busy with Amorphis, but are there other projects you can do besides these two?
Well, I play guitar in a band called Corpse Molester Cult, which is like old school death metal. And we also have a cover band. We cover Turbo Negro from Norway. It's called Bebop Balula and the Shemale Babies. We do some cover songs, and I used to have a band called Sinistra. It's kind of a melancholic metal, and some other projects. I don't know why I have so many projects. I just love playing.
Kind of artistic disease.
We're the same, I guess. We just love to play.
I started as a drummer, so I would like to play drum in some band, but let's see if I have time for that. But
Will there be Tomi Joutsen solo project?
no fucking way. No.
All right, but what lies in a near future for Hallatar? You are pretty unaware about maybe different album or whatnot, but do you have some insight what's going to happen soon?
Well, I think everyone is quite busy with their own bands, and I think Swallow Sun guys will be really active in the near future also. So I don't know if we have time for this band, but we have one show coming. We're gonna play in a festival called John Smith, yeah, close to Jyväskylä, right? And that's the last show we're gonna do during this year, I think. But I don't know what's happened. As I said, Juha is really creative person, so I don't know. Maybe he would like to do some other.
Could we call us in January and say, hey, I have a whole album written again. Let's do it.
I think we have a problem with lyrics because I think we don't have more Alea lyrics left. So.
Could you imagine doing it the different way, like you writing the material?
For me personally, it's okay, but we have to ask Juha because he's the president of the band, and without Juha there is no Hallatar.
Exactly. So, how would you like to describe Hallatar for people who don't know, who are now curious? Like, so this is kind of a doom stuff, but what else there is to it?
It's funeral doom, which is the slowest doom you can get. It is
The heaviest?
Heaviest. It's very heavy, very melancholic, very sad. We have a lot of grunt vocals, but same time we have as well female vocals, very beautiful vocals. So it has everything basically. The album it's pretty cool. You should check it out.
How would you advise people to create perfect listening environment for Hallatar album if you could, set up everything perfect?
Well, I think the best option would be to have some kind of loss in your life.
So tragic needs to be there.
It doesn't need to be, but it's the best option for that.
Thank you. Guys, I think we're running out of time. Any final words for the fans?
Stay heavy.
Fucking hell.
And don't die, even if it means that well, good albums get done. Thank you for you guys for your time.
Thank you.
And have a good show.
Thank you.
This is all from Tuska and Hallatar. See you soon with more interviews coming up.